Who loves the Inhumans? I know I do. They are a totally awesome, totally badass group slash race in the Marvel Universe, and are nothing like the X-Men. Showing up for the first time in Fantastic Four number 45 way back in December of '65, it turns out the Inhumans had been around for over 50 years, and I totally didn't know that. And in that 50 years, some Inhumans have emerged that totally send us comic fanboys into nerdgasms. Whether they be overpowered or super intelligent, the Inhumans captivate in a way no other race has ever been able to. I'm Walt, the most gangster nerd on YouTube, and I got you the best Inhumans. Number 9, Reader. This dude really does not look like much, and his name is less than intimidating, but if that's all you were going on, you would be so wrong. Reader is perhaps one of the most OP Inhumans out there. Not because he's completely blind and will still beat the brakes off of you with his bow staff in a fight, but instead because he is in fact capable of warping reality. When Reader was exposed to the Terrigen Mist and his ability was discovered, it turns out whatever he reads will either materialize or happen. Now, to prevent unnecessary problems, his eyes were removed, but he still knows how to read Braille, and on his person, he keeps a group of cards with certain words, including C, which allows him to briefly see through his dog's eyes, Nose, which allows him to track someone by their scent, and Away, which allows him to teleport. But in case he's in a bad situation, he can also write out words in Braille and then read it. Most notably, we've seen him use Death to kill foes around him, and Write, which will literally turn an enemy into Braille on a wall, which has gotta be a messed up way to go. We've even seen him resurrect the dead. Not bad. Number 8, Maximus. The brother of Black Bolt and a definite fan favorite, Maximus is a psychotic super genius telepath who just may be the most dangerous Inhuman out there. Maximus is smart and unpredictable with no concern or compassion for anyone at all. He will manipulate, scheme, and even murder anyone, all while remaining incredibly upbeat and in good humor. Some of his most heinous acts include betraying the Inhumans to the Kree, murdering his own parents, and usurping his brother as king, though only briefly. During Time Runs Out in Secret Wars, he was a member of Prince Namor's Cabal, teaming up with Thanos, Corvus Glaive, Proxima Midnight, Terrax the Intelligent, and Black Swan, destroying Earths from alternate universes. And hilariously, he would bust the Unspoken out of Inhuman prison, and then manipulate the Unspoken and trade him to a race of underwater fish people. This dude is a threat. Number 7, Medusa. The wife of Black Bolt, queen of the Inhumans, and definite female badass. Medusa is the long-term mainstay of the Inhuman royal family that we all know we really love. Being around for over 5 decades, she has done it all. Black Bolt as king never made a move without consorting Medusa. Once Black Bolt gave up being king and started a nightclub, Medusa would take over the reins and lead without challenge. Taking a defensive and diplomatic approach to most problems, should someone or something get out of line, Medusa is not afraid to use force, sometimes even lethal force, having Black Bolt kill Scott Summers. She also, in one single decisive move, ruined Tony Stark. Now with all of that, she also seems to be one of the best motivational speakers in all of Marvel, sometimes even rivaling the leadership of one Captain America. Number 6, Mosaic. Mosaic burst onto the scene in 2016 with a story unlike any Inhuman before. Mosaic, formerly known as Morris Sackett, was a professional basketball player and 5-time world champion. He was rich, he was famous, he had it all. Unfortunately, while at a party celebrating his team's 5th world championship, he would be exposed to the Terrigen Mist and enter the cocoon phase. He would come out of Terrigenesis completely transformed. Unfortunately, he didn't have anyone to help him, and his father had sold his body to the Brand Corporation. So basically, he was property. But Mosaic doesn't let anyone drive his car. Not only would Mosaic take the fight to the Brand Corp and win, but while taking care of his own problems, he would also prove to be a highly efficient agent for the Inhumans, managing to destroy Tony Stark financially for Medusa, and managing to possess Magneto and find out the reason behind the war between the X-Men and the Inhumans. Number 5, ISO. Similar to Mosaic, ISO's Terrigenesis story is akin to a baptism by fire. After exiting the cocoon, she would be pursued by the Chinese military, wanting to turn her into a weapon. After being rescued from that situation by the before-mentioned reader, she would find herself with a new host of problems with the Inhumans Corporation. It would only be after all this that she finally came to New Adeland and joined the Inhumans. ISO has the ability to control pressure around her, as we've seen her manipulate pressure, reducing both the Mad Thinker and Leader to less than their intelligence standards. She's also shown that she can use her ability to decrease blood flow in the body. Along with being a serious threat, she has also displayed incredible intelligence, working with Hank McCoy to solve the Terrigen Cloud crisis, but also leadership, as Medusa herself has placed ISO in charge. Number 4, Lockjaw. He's either an Inhuman dog or an Inhuman who became a dog after Terrigenesis. Really, neither one makes a lot of sense. But either way, Lockjaw is the awesome teleporting pet of the Inhuman royal family. He's capable of some pretty awesome stuff besides being housebroken. Always going into battle with the Inhumans, he's able to chew non-organic material, has an interdimensional sense of smell, can sense danger, has super dog strength, and along with that, he's actually a walking, breathing, licking security breach. His teleportation allows him to go almost anywhere. Not afraid of the big play either, Lockjaw would actually blow up Tony Stark's house. But what has made this the best thing about Lockjaw? He is in fact the leader of the Pet Avengers. Oh yes, it's real, and it's awesome. We not only get to see Lockjaw with the Infinity Gems, but also team up with the mighty Throg and battle Thanos. Yes! Number 3, Ms. Marvel. I don't think there is anyone out there that can dislike this character. Kamala Khan is the awesome fangirl super nerd who got to live her dream and become a superhero. After disobeying her parents and sneaking out of her house, Kamala Khan would be exposed to the Terrigen Mist, and boom, it's been on ever since. She has some pretty awesome abilities, being able to alter her size from giant to small at will, being able to elongate any of her limbs to any size. She can alter herself to look like anyone or any object. She can become bioluminescent, and she has an accelerated healing factor. Little known fact, Ms. Marvel, along with being an awesome Inhuman character, is the very first Muslim American superhero, and is one of the most popular characters in the entire Marvel Universe. Number 2, Black Bolt. The Silent King. Black Bolt is a fan favorite through and through, known for his unimaginably destructive quasi-sonic scream that can literally break planets. Black Bolt has been leading the Inhumans for most of their 50-plus year history. He is one of the very few Inhumans to be exposed to Terrigen while still an embryo. As a child, he would show he was more powerful than anything before, being so powerful in fact that he would be placed in a soundproof chamber and given an energy harnessing suit until he was 19 years old. Over the years, Black Bolt has had to deal with a lot, including the untold number of times his brother has attempted to take over, fighting with the US government during the Silent War, fighting the Universal Inhumans during the War of the Four Cities, and fighting the Skrulls during the Secret Invasion. Black Bolt is a fearless warrior, not willing to back down from anything, no matter who it is. And number 1, Karnak. Boo-hoo, Black Bolt ain't number 1. No, he's not. Karnak is way cooler than him any day of the week, and I'm referring to this version of Karnak with the taped hands and the hoodie, not this one with the big head that's just weird. Karnak is the spiritual leader of the Inhumans, dwelling in the Inhuman Tower of Wisdom. What he's best known for is his ability to see the flaw in anything, be it a fighting style, a building, or even a philosophy. This dude literally found the weakness in death and exploited it in order to come back. He is cunning and patient enough to escape from the psychic powers of Jean Grey. He's a highly skilled hand-to-hand combatant, making short work of Phantom X and defeating several Iron Man suits by himself. But something that really separates Karnak from everyone else is he is the only Inhuman in the royal family who has not gone through Terrigenesis. Karnak absolutely has no kind of superpower. He may have enhanced reflexes or something along those lines, but he is not at all different from any regular human being. And it's That's what makes him the most awesome. And that's the list. You like it? You don't like it? You can tell me about it in the comments. I'm Walt, the most gangster nerd on YouTube, and I'll be seeing you soon enough.